Hi guys, today we're going to be trying out the fairly newly released, it's a Lancome eyeshadow palette, and it's from the Lancome, it's the Hypnose palette range. And last year I picked up two of these. I picked up Drama Denim and the other one was Bronze Absolute, and both are just absolutely beautiful. These eyeshadows, I think, are really underrated. They have great pigment, they blend beautifully, and they last really well throughout the day as well. So the two that I picked up last year, they were fairly bold with the grungy greens, and then the other one with the blues in it. But when I saw that they had released this one, it's the Nude Sculptural palette, I had to pick it up because I love nudes. So this is like a nude, it's sort of a bit more warmer leaning, but it's not too warm. It's really a beautiful palette. I've already tried it out and worn it for a day, and I just think it's absolutely beautiful. So this is the packaging that they come in, these eyeshadow palettes. They have 4 grams of product and they are made in France, and they have a shelf life of 24 months from date of opening. And on the front of the packet it says for natural to dramatic looks. They're 5 highly pigmented and long wear eyeshadows, and I would agree with that 100%. I think that they are highly pigmented, and like I said, I've worn these quite a bit and they do wear really well throughout the day as well. So it's the standard Lancome eyeshadow packaging. These are plastic like the majority or nearly all of eyeshadow palettes, and these are quite lightweight. It has the Lancome rose just raised above there, and then it has a fairly generous size mirror inside, and it comes with 2 sponge applicators. They're just fairly basic. I never use the applicators that come with eyeshadow palettes anyway. And here is the colour story of number 18, Nude Sculptural. And what a beautiful palette it is. Really beautiful colours. Those who love those nude looking eyeshadows, slightly warm. It reminds me really of something that Bobbi Brown would put out. That's why I just had to get this, and I'm not disappointed with it. I do think it looks really, really beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'll swatch these on my arm, and I'll swatch them from how they appear in the palette, which is left to right. So these 4 shades here are mattes, and this one here is the metallic. These swatch really well. They look beautiful on the eye too. And they're quite a creamy sort of formula. They're just really beautiful. So I've already got my foundation on and concealer. I've already powdered under my eyes and my face, and I've also got bronzer on as well. But everything that I'm putting on today I will have linked in the description box below. Now this eyeshadow palette I picked up from Selfridges because I buy a lot of products from Selfridges, and when I saw it on there and the colour story, I just had to get it, and I'm so pleased that I have because it is really beautiful. This is also for sale on the Lancome UK website, and it's also for sale on the Lancome in the USA as well. And these eyeshadow palettes are $50 US each. So I'll be using all 5 shades today. So I'm going to take the Refa number 15, and I'm going to start off with this shade here. They're just a really beautiful pink. This one here leans brown, but has that pink in it as well. And I'm going to put this all over my lid, and I'm going to take it up quite high today as well. Then I'm going to take the Refa number 14, go into this next shade here. This is slightly darker and has quite a bit more brown in it, and I'm going to put that through the crease and just slowly build up the colour and just add a bit of depth through here. These blend really, really beautifully. These don't have any kick up in the pan, and from when I applied it the other day and with the other ones, there isn't any fallout with them either. So I'm just going to put the brush in a little bit more and just add a little bit more depth. And using that same colour, I'm going to take the Sonia G, this is the soft shader, and I'm going to put this on my lower lash line. I will go over with some darker colours as well, but I'm just going to start off with this. And with the Sonia G, the crease one, I'm going to go into this shade here, and I'm going to put that in the crease just through here. I'm not going to take it up too much. I'll be using the dark shade to blend up a bit more with the darker shade. But for this one, I just want to deepen the crease just a little bit more. And then I'm going to take the soft shader again, and using that same shade, I'm going to put that on my lower lash line as well. Then I'm going to take the Sonia G, the Worker 3, and I'm going to go into the deepest shade now. And I'm going to put this in the outer corner. I'm also going to take it up quite high. And I'm also going to place this shade in the very inner corner as well. I'm going to take the Sonia G, this is the flat definer, and go back into that deepest shade, and I'm just going to put some just in the inner corner here. Now I'm going to take the SUQQU, this is the F06, and I'm going to go into this middle shade here. And I'm going to put that in the center. Now with these shadows, you can use them wet as well as dry. I've really only used them dry because for me, I think that there's enough payoff. Now I've just wiped down the crease one brush. I want to go back into this middle shade, and I'm going to put some of that just through here to lighten it up a bit. Then I'm just going to take the Refer number 3, get back into the deepest shade, and I'm going to put that on my lower lash line as well. Then I've just wiped down that Refer number 3. I'm going to go back into the middle shade, and I'm going to put that on my lower lash line as well, and just in the inner corner. And then I'm also going to use that deepest shade just to line my upper lash line as well. So I've now put on some mascara, and this is the finished look. What a beautiful colour story. I love these type of colour stories. These are my everyday type of shades, and the formula of this just blends beautifully, and I just think it's a really gorgeous palette. So now I'm going to put on some blush. I've grabbed a SUQQU one. This is one of the new melting powder blushes, and this is in number 02. And I'm going to take the SUQQU brush, and I'm just going to very lightly dab in the pan because these are fairly pigmented, and I can always add some more And the formula of these blushes is just beautiful. And then finally for lipstick, this is a Guerlain. This is the KissKiss Be Glow, and this is in the shade Rose Glow. So here is the finished look, and I think it is really, really pretty. As I was saying at the beginning of this video, I think that these Lancome eyeshadow palettes are really underrated. I think they're great value for money. I think they have great colour stories. The two that I picked up last year, the blue and the green one, were absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving this nude one. It's definitely my everyday type of eyeshadow palette. The formula is gorgeous. There is no kick up in the pan. There is no fallout when I put it on my eyes. These blend really beautifully, and just as they say on their website, these are really long wearing, and I wear my eyeshadows normally around about 8, 10, maybe 12 hours, and this looks just as good as it is now. They really are long lasting, and these are just beautiful, beautiful eyeshadows. The SUQQU blush is gorgeous. I wondered what sort of blush I would wear today with this eyeshadow, and then when I started looking in my drawer where I have all my SUQQU products, I found this blush because I've got quite a few now, and I thought, yeah, this would be perfect with this eyeshadow, and I think it looks really, really pretty. And in some of my recent videos, I've been raving about the Guerlain. It's the KissKiss, the Be Glow formula. I've got this in 3 shades. And I love these lip balms. I think that they are just beautiful. I only picked them up about 2 weeks ago now, so I'm a bit new to these, even though they were released a bit earlier this year, and I am just loving them. I think they are a really gorgeous lip balm. So altogether, I'm really happy with the look. I think the Nude Sculptural palette by Lancome is just gorgeous, and I'm thrilled that I've picked it up, and I now can add that to my other nude eyeshadows that I have in my collection. I think it's a great addition. Those of you that love the Lancome formula will love this if you're looking for a nude type of palette. And the people out there who love the nude eyeshadows and haven't tried the Lancome, I do recommend them because they are just gorgeous and they just perform so well. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye.